This is very important for you as a beginner software engineer. If you are just starting out in a track of software engineering, this video is for you. So in this video, I'm going to explain the 6 concepts every software engineer must know, and this includes the software engineering itself. Software engineering is a branch of computer science that focuses on planning, designing, building, and testing and maintaining a software. It is not just about writing code. Yes, software engineering is not just about writing code. It's about planning, designing, building, and testing your application and also deploying it. Don't think of it just like go and just sit down and write code. No, it's not like that. So when you think of all the apps you are seeing, application, website, and whatsoever, they are software engineers that build it. But also in software engineering, the software engineering itself, it has so many branches. Software engineering is the branch of computer science, and software engineering also have so many branches, which is we have game development, software development, web development, a lot of those development, app development, and whatsoever back-end development. So you might choose one of them and stick to it. But everyone you choose, this is the most important concept you have to know, and you will use it in your day-to-day activities when you come to creating an application. So think of software engineering as building a house. You need a plan, the right tools, and a team to make it happen. Number 2, we have requirement analysis and elicitation. When you come to creating an app, before you write a single line of code, you need to know what to build. This is where requirement analysis come in. It is the process of figuring out what the software should do. For example, it's just about asking questions like, what problems are you solving? Who will use the application? What features are needed in the application? This is what we call requirement analysis and elicitation. This step is like creating a blueprint for your project. Without it, you are building blindly. Number 3, we have software development lifecycle, which is we call it SDLC. Let me explain what is software development lifecycle is. Software development lifecycle is the roadmap for building a software. Yes, it's a step-by-step actions you need to take before you finish building any kind of software. And this roadmap, it includes, number 1, we have planning. When you come to creating an app, the first thing you have to start with is planning. Define a goal and the requirements you need to build your application. What problem are you solving, and what requirement do you need to solve that problem? That's number 1, which is planning. Then design. When you figure out your goal and the things you need to build that application, then you go on and start designing, which is create the architecture of your application and the user interface of your application. When you've done that, then you move on to the third step, which is you start writing code. You see, when you come to creating an application, writing code is come almost third time, not the first thing. So that's the step number 3, which is development, which is you sit down based on your architecture and your design, then you start writing the code in that aspect. Number 4, when you finish writing your code, then you go on and test your application. You test your application and see, does it work as you expected? When you test it, then you find and pick bugs. When you test it and say, okay, yes, it worked as I expected and I'm very satisfied with my work, then you move on to the 5th step, which is deployment or release of the software, maybe to the Play Store or maybe to the internet or maybe to the App Store, depending on what software you are building. Then the 6th step, which is maintenance. You keep on updating your application and improve it over time. And then when user break things, or maybe some ethical hacker find a vulnerability in your application, you keep on updating your application. So number 4, The number 4 concept you need to know is called technical debt. Ever heard of technical debt? It is what happens when you take shortcut in coding. It's like skipping documentation or writing messy code. It might save time now, but it creates problem later. Think of it like borrowing money. You will have to pay it back by fixing mess eventually. Always aim for clean, maintainable code. Technical debt, in summary, is just like you take a shortcut. Instead of sitting down and do all your software engineering life cycle step by step, you just take a shortcut and you skip some things. And also, when you come to coding, you skip some part of your coding and just want to shift your application to the deployment very quickly. So you end up in a technical debt, which is you come back and fixing some problems. So make sure you do not end in technical debt. Follow all the things step by step and be patient. Refactoring is the process of improving your code without changing its behavior. It's like tidying up your room. You are not adding new furniture, just making everything easier to find and use. Refactoring helps reduce technical debt and makes your code base healthier in the long run. In summary, just refactoring, it just means like cleaning your room. Don't let your room to be very messy. Maybe when your phone fall in your room, you start asking, okay, where did I left it? But by refactoring, if you refactor your room, it's going to be easy for you because your room is going to look clean. Then number 6, we have prototyping. Before building the full product, developer obtain a prototype, which is a small version of your app, a simple working version of the software. It is like a rough draft that help you test idea and get feedback. Prototyping saves time and ensure you are on the right track before diving into the full build. So prototyping is very important when you come to, especially in startup, when you come to create a $1 billion idea. So you have to start with a simple application that do exactly as you expected, and then you shipped it to the market. And when people started using it and you notice, yes, the thing is getting what you expected, and then you move on to creating the big one. Requirement analysis, know what to build. It's just about knowing what to build. SDLC, software development lifecycle, is a step-by-step you follow before creating any kind of software. Then technical debt is just telling you to avoid shortcut. Don't jump into technical debt because I'm very sorry for you. Refactoring, keep your code clean. Then prototyping is just testing your idea early before you come to the full release. These concepts are the foundation of every great software project. Keep learning, keep building. You will be a pro in no time. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coding tips. See you in the next video.